talking to a musician at one of the gigs that I did recently, and he was talking. It was the Whitney Houston gig, and we were talking about how concerts nowadays are so different from back in the 90s and 2000s, where when a person goes to a concert, it's to experience the concert and the craft that the artist is bringing to the fore.
Right.
Nowadays, people are experiencing concerts through their phone because
Right.
they want to show that they're at the concert
Right.
instead of actually being present at the concert. And so we were talking about like the artistry of Whitney Houston outside of people saying, "Oh, she's really cool," but like her craft as an artist engaging the audience can be lost through a phone.
Yeah.
If that is your perspective, it's this other window.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's getting lost. Experience.
Yeah.
Being present, I think, is what's being lost.
Right.
I think there's certainly a way to utilize this technology. I don't want to go back to the caveman days. I think that's unwise. But just to imbue presence, and being genuine.
Yeah. Something that I always think of is nature. Nature every single day is different.
Sure.
The clouds are different, the sun radiating its ambiance, the trees, the way that it sparkles, the way everything, all of the above. And the thing that I think about is that it's like God painting his canvas on the world for the day. Mm-hmm. And there's a level of beauty, there's a level of richness that is being lost, all because we can't seem to get off of our phones.
I think we can't seem to get over ourselves. I think that's what it is. And that's what I always say. I think the trick is being present. You can still be present with a little gadget. You just gotta learn how to put it away.
Yeah.
And like take in your environment, or appreciating the person you're talking with, or really appreciating the work that you're doing, or the craft that you're crafting, whatever that is.
Right.
It's presence. Because they can take the phone out to nature.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, take a picture, and look where I'm at Yosemite National Park. It's still a little bit of me, self-dopamine. Right. But, like, taking into consideration that you are at Yosemite National Park, looking around, being present, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the wanting to prove yourself to others, which is always a pathway to
soaking it in with your body, your eyes, your presence, as opposed to trying to create something that you will show somebody else that you did.
Yeah, right.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's presence.
Yeah.
And anything. Like, what I noticed with a lot of my... I wouldn't say... These students are pretty good with commiseration. But in the past... with a lot of young folks, just the conversation's tough for them. Mm-hmm.
Going up to a girl is tough right now.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle, and that's because the social skills aren't there because you're not being present, and so you have like sometimes unreasonable expectations of what a possible interaction could be, and that's because you're not actually paying attention to
sure.
Body cues, social cues, because you've got this image of in your mind, and you're not being present and paying attention to what's actually happening. So that I think that's the secret sauce, really. Like the technology doesn't help, but it's not the main culprit.
Yeah, it's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's a tool. It shouldn't serve as your master. That's another thing that we can touch up on too, is the amount of presence that you have. Because if you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you are trying to create something really well, not having that presence is actually going to harm you as opposed to serve you.
Right.
Because you're not seeing the dog bark at this woman and it gave you that funny idea. You're not listening to the birds chirp and it gives you the sound that you can use. So being present in and of itself is not only a ability to be more reserved, kind, empathetic, present, but also helping you become a better artist too.
Yeah. I think it pays dividends, because even if, whatever form that art comes in, it could be something as literal as a dog barking at a girl, or you're doing sound in a musique concrète where you're borrowing sounds, but it could be something, a loose idea that was inspired by that.
Right.
But your emotion towards that interaction or that sound can be found in your piece, and the audience will be able to feel it. They may not know exactly where that idea came from, but they can understand your emotion towards that. And that's because you are being present and not only recognizing that sound, but putting it in the piece or recognizing that image and putting it in your art piece. Because what I've noticed this as I've evolved as a composer and as a musician, no matter this, in this case, in my field, no matter what kind of music it is, it could be classical music, hip hop, 12-tone, world music of all kinds. If it's not coming from a genuine place, it's going to be whack.
Right.
That's why my tastes are so varied, because if it's genuine, I'm there with you. Right. In grad school, there was a student, I went to CalArts, and if anyone knows that place, it is a very avant-garde kind of place where they do all kinds of things there. And so there was one piece of a colleague of mine. She's like a performance artist, vocalist kind of thing. So it's she sings, but it's like a theater piece. Yeah. And so this is like one of the last few concerts I went to before I graduated from there. And her piece started off with her in a trunk. In a trunk. And then I think there was a guitarist or a saxophone player or trumpet player playing loops behind her. And it was just her singing from the trunk. And it's the piece over time, if I can recall correctly, is her slowly getting out of the trunk.
Wow.
Weird image. But man, she sang her heart out. It was coming from somewhere. I don't know where exactly. And I cried. Didn't know what the hell it meant. But its emotion was so direct, and it came from a pure place that I was visibly moved.
Yeah.
And so I don't care what form it takes. As long as you're genuine and present, it's going to move people.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we were talking about Ratatouille today.
Yeah.
The rat is serving and cooking food in such a way that is relevant and congruent with how Gusteau was. Gusteau was a 5-star chef, and then he passes away, and the restaurant goes down to a 3-star. The restaurant is now copying and pasting former recipes, and now here comes Mr. Remy just soaking it up because of his passion and his fire to cook, and it re-inspires the restaurant to which now it's come back up.
Exactly.
It's just love and a purity and a passion for the thing that you're working on.
And it's like moth to a flame. I'm telling you, and it can manifest itself in all aspects of life. Yeah. In relationships, if your friendship is genuine, man, or your heart is genuine, people will be drawn to you. Yeah. And just be honest with who you are. Yeah. You know, don't be afraid to be who you are. And that's, I mean, don't be racist. Don't do that, okay? That's something you should be afraid of. But, or transphobic or homophobic. Yeah. But, like, all the good stuff that you are, you know, all the quirks, people will be drawn to that. Yeah. You just got to trust yourself.
Because, funny enough, we're all extremely the same, but also radically different, where we all share quirks. We all have similarities, but also it's kind of interesting that sometimes our problems can be very in tune, or we revel them, or they're ours. But when we speak up about it and we kind of share a testimony or something, we also realize that other people are also dealing with those same things as well. Yeah. So if you share your quirks, there are other people out there that also share the same quirks or have the same moments or share the same laughs about the same thing. So if you're exemplifying that, people are more drawn to you, like you said.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You just never know who you're going to touch.
Right. Yeah.
Just by being yourself or being honest with whatever your craft is or whatever your work is. Right. It can go beyond the arts. It's anything that you do. Yeah. Just being honest and genuine. It's gonna. I'm telling you, people are gonna be drawn to it.
Yeah. I think the sin of artistry is trying to create art to serve others as opposed to serving you. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So I think I mean, I think there's a level of play between the two of them, but I think if you're not honest, if it's something you don't like, yourself, drop it like it's hot.